pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Williams brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Herbert off of play action. Out left, he's got it to Everett. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
first down. Justin Herbert. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Chargers 9, Raiders nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Going up top. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. To try again after the sack. Wilson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And got his man complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the 50, here's Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Dobson, the man in motion. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Going for it all. And this one is incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll roll him out right. And right side, Henry's got it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Raiders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Herbert on first down now. Looking downfield for Dobson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Herbert buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers just continue to roll. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. That's to the tight end, Davidson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Wilson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Raiders are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Looking downfield for Dobson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Wilson. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And now here is another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. first down. Justin Herbert rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stat.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. John Ross, 26 yards. And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw left side to Reynolds. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride.
He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Everett there, complete. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Vegas. 51 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Carlson on for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he will get into the end zone. Another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 65, Raiders 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 72, Raiders 14.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they...
And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers come up with a late